Hello, people. So today I'm gonna talk about something: religious erraticism. See, well, I was gonna say recently, but not really recently, but just throughout my lifetime, there I've heard a lot of things, especially about Muslims, that I find kind of they're wrong. Like things like with all these terrorist things going on in the Middle East and stuff, like that in the religion of Islam, that it's just like naturally a violent and unaccepting religion. And the thing is, people just assume that, but you can't just look at it that way. You really gotta go past further than that and really look at the history of things. You see, the thing is, from what I've seen, I don't think erraticism, from what I've learned about history and stuff, erraticism, it's hardly ever the religion that is the problem, but more just their political problems and stuff going on, or people are really suffering, and they use religion as an excuse to justify their actions. Because back in the old days when Islam started and was going on for a while, it was actually when the Arab world was doing well and were wealthy and had a good, stable government and stuff like that, Islam was a very peaceful religion, definitely more than the Europeans. Like in the empires and stuff, like the Mughals in North India, the Ottoman Empire, they allowed freedom of religion. They even encouraged it. They were promoted in stuff like Hindu temples. Man, the Mughal Emperor even got a Spanish Jesuit priest to teach his son. I mean, they were very accepting. The reason they're like this now is because it's just a mess in the Middle East. You can see it in all religions. Back in the medieval days, now a lot of the times, lots of the mainly Christian countries and stuff are very accepting, very, of things, of other religions and people and ways of life. But during the medieval times, when they were suffering, really, and not having a good time, and even very shortly after, after the medieval days, they were still very eccentric, forcing people into their religion. During the medieval days, it was crazy. I mean, there were all kinds of, they would, kill tons of people who they didn't like because of religion, and those people often actually, went to the Muslim areas because they were treated better there. And I mean, the craziest example to really show that this is true, that it really does have to do more with government and politics and living situations than religion, is in Myanmar right now. Radical Buddhists are persecuting Muslims, and the thing is, Buddhism, out of all these religions, we think of Buddhism as the most peaceful religion there is. And I mean, it is. Like most other religions, the basic concepts and stuff are very good. The reason it's happening is probably because they're having a lot of trouble with Muslims in Myanmar, and they're probably, I know it's had some corrupt governments. I mean, they're really suffering there, and they're using their religion as an example. So I'm just saying that so we understand that, honestly, as far as religions go, most religions are very peaceful and good-hearted, and especially because of all the stereotypes about Islam going on these days. Religious erraticism is just when people are desperate and living situation is very bad, and often religion seems like the most reasonable thing to excuse their actions on.